close.
Close? Why we gotta be so close?
Tell my
hands away.
What?
So hey y'all, if y'all are new to my channel, welcome. If you aren't, welcome back. So I have a new video for y'all. This is basically Greek etiquette and Q&As because I've gotten a lot of questions as far as how do I become Greek, who do I talk to, is this right, is this wrong. So I bought some friends to help me and they're going to introduce themselves.
You're not gonna go first?
I mean,
oh, this is your channel. Hey y'all, I'm Tamaya.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
I'm a fall 2015 original Beta Alpha chapter, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Hi, and I'm from the Tau Sigma chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated over at Florida Gulf Coast University.
Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into it. We're keeping it completely honest with you all because there's just so much and completely honest. Like, I know there's a lot y'all probably want to ask people, but you might not feel comfortable. You have a lot of questions, so that's what we're here for. Starting off, we were just having a conversation. Stereotypes.
Stereotypes. Okay, I may be light skinned, but not all AKAs are light skinned, prissy. My nails not done. Like, I don't walk around like I don't do that. If you catch me walking around, you may be in some sweats. Like, I'm not that person. I don't know MAC Plum from MAC Sugar Pill. You know, I don't know the makeup. I don't know how to do that. So they not real.
I'm so tired of y'all saying deltas are the bullies. That we walk around like our ish don't stink. Like we the hard girls on campus and we bully. No, we're not. We come in many shapes, sizes, forms, colors, just like all the rest of my D9 sisters, okay? So, you gotta get to know us. You gotta get to know us individually and learn about us individually and what we all bring to the table. Right?
That is very much so true. And I'm not fat.
Yes, oh my God.
People love to say Zetas are fat, and I'm very small, y'all, see? So that's definitely a stereotype. So just showing y'all that you don't have to live up to the stereotype of an organization. So yeah. Now I had a question from someone. They asked me, you know, I'm a transfer student. How do I approach coming into an organization if no one really knows me on campus?
You really have to do your research first and figure out which organization is for you, and what can you bring to that organization. You can't just run up on somebody and be like, hey, I want to be such and such. Okay, well, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Right. What do you have to bring to that organization? And it's not really as how do you go about, it's are you ready for this change? Are you ready to take on that responsibility? And once you figure out those things, then you can go about contacting someone you know and, you know, letting them know your interest and, you know, what you want to do.
I always say you should approach it like you're going to approach a job interview, right? Before you go and you apply for a job, you got to figure out if you like that job, if that's the job you want to apply for, if that's something that's going to provide all the benefits, if it's going to provide you with growth, can you move up in the company? You want to know all that stuff, so you do your research, just like she was saying. Once you figure that out, then you go about it and you go to the events. Go see what they're offering. If now that you feel and you've done your research and you say, okay, I think there's things that I like about it, things that I want to know more about, you got to go into your school, go to their events, see what they're doing, see how they interact, see how they talk to other people that's not a part of their organization. You have to get to know these people, whether it's from afar in the beginning and then after time you go and you introduce yourself personally, but you want to be remembered. You want to leave a memorable experience for them. You want them to say, hey, you know what, she's all right, she's okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? She might let me see what she got to offer. You want them to then go and see what you have to offer. So conduct it as a job interview, because if I'm seeing things that I don't like, it's not going to make me want to come and talk to you at all. I'm not gonna want to talk to you at all.
And
So-
playing off of that, be genuine.
Mhm.
Don't roll up on somebody. If my track is sticking out, don't tell me my hair look good. Don't do that. Don't lie to me. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I know.
Yeah.
Don't just run up on me and I'm gonna look at you like, what's wrong with you?
Right.
Why are you in my face like this? Make sure whenever you do come talk to somebody, it's a genuine relationship. You want to form a relationship with somebody, not because it's something you want.
I want you to kiss my butt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like, I'm not gonna spread my cheeks for you, bro. Like, don't do that. It's not people. That's not respectful. You should form a genuine relationship with somebody if you want to talk to them about something like that, and don't go beating around the bush and skirting off and just being too nice. Like I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy. It's not what you want to do.
Because for me, it's like, at first, well, now I get it. When people come to me, I'm like, okay, she probably want to get in. But at first, when people will approach me, hey girl, I'm like, who is this? Hey. Like,
All right.
I don't even know you, and you're starting a conversation with me. So like she was saying, be genuine. Be honest about, what you're trying to do. I'm not saying walk up to me in the cab like, hey Shakira, I want to be a Zeta. How do I get on? Not like that. Not like that. But don't be fake about it, because later on when I found out that's why you were really talking to me in the first place, I'm going to feel offended. So
I don't want to feel used.
Yeah, I hate that feeling.
It's not cute.
Don't make me feel used.
Because afterwards, if you don't talk to me, I'm gonna be mad at you.
Like, okay, I'm gonna see the light. I'm gonna see
I'm
what it
gonna be
really
like,
was.
wow, that's really what it was. Cool.
Wow.
Yeah. You
Don't
just
ask
talked to me for
no
what you
favor.
thought I could
Like,
do for you.
It's not fun. So, you know how we said you have to talk to someone in the organization basically to express you trying to get in. But us knowing our line sisters, us knowing our profiles, and us knowing our neos, if you have them, we know that some of them aren't the friendliest people.
Wait, they might not know what profiling is.
Oh, okay.
Some people may not know.
You're right. A profile is someone that crossed before you. So I crossed in 2014. So everyone that crossed before 2014 is my profile. And then we had a line in intake class in 2015 and this year in 2016. So they came after me. I'm their profile and they are my neos. That's
That's a good.
yeah. So if we know that some of them aren't like the friendliest people, how should people go about finding somebody in the chapter to approach?
Well, in doing your research, you should find out who all is on the current line. And there's going to be at least one person or I wouldn't even say ask around because you don't want your business out there like that. But you can, figure out who's a nice person. Who's, if you see so-and-so always snatching somebody up, I wouldn't go and talk to that person. I would go talk to the quiet person or to the person that is always smiling, not the girl that's about to knock if you butt all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. Most of the time, you go to HBCU, everybody's family. You will find out something about somebody on that line that is not going to come at you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even if they do, just take it. A job interview. You know what I'm saying? You want the job? Hey, just thank you, goodbye.
Right.
One time, but that's what I would do.
That's pretty much a good sum of it.
Yeah.
So, if you have came to another university and you transferred, let's just put it at that, you transferred from one university to the next, and you want to apply, you do the same things that we just told you here. But one thing that a lot of people tend to get confused is that, okay, the girls here, I may not mesh with them so much, or I may have done some things and these girls in this chapter have seen it and I don't know if I'm going to necessarily make the cut. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer back to somewhere else to try to get away from that and start over fresh. No, you're wrong. You are wrong. Because the beautiful thing about being in these organizations is that we network with one another. Even though we're in Florida, we have sorority sisters in New York, in California, in Texas, in Minnesota, in Seattle. We could go down to cities, states, countries.
Right.
we network with each other. So just because you think you're going to another school to try to start a new page because you maybe don't have the best look at one campus, don't think that you're gonna be slick and do that. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work because somebody's gonna find out. Trust and believe somebody's gonna find out because we care a lot about the organizations we're in. So we will not let that happen. Just to be honest.
And playing off of that, don't put yourself in situations that could give you a bad look. If you know you're really interested in a specific organization, don't be at the frat house taking the keg. I see you.
Right.
Don't do that. You know, before you do things, think about what you're doing and think about how it looks. Because once you are in an organization, you not only represent yourself, but you represent that organization. Which means that when you do something, they're not going to be like, oh, that girl snatched her weave out. No, that AKA snatched her weave out. And that's just what it's going to be like. Because they're not going to remember your name.
How you guys go about that is it feeds these stereotypes.
Yeah.
It feeds these stereotypes. So these stereotypes that you guys hear about us, if you were ever granted the opportunity to join one of these organizations, you can't come in and do that because you're fueling the fire. You're completely fueling the fire. So no. You gotta, when you join these organizations, it's about growth. That's what we've all gotten out of this growth. I am not the same person that I was 3 years ago. I have grown a lot, and Delta has helped me grow a lot. So if you're thinking that you're going to come into an organization, you're going to be stagnant, you're not benefiting us whatsoever, because everybody's doing their job, everybody has a part to play. And so you can't just come, be stagnant, and don't think that you're not going to work, because that's what we're all doing. We're all working. And we don't got time to just sit around.
Yes, please understand that a sorority or fraternity is not the hair flipping, the strolling, the colors, the makeup. That's one tiny part. It is a very large organization that is for the empowerment of people. And if you are not ready to put in work for that, then that's not what you need to be doing. That's why I said research is vital. It's very vital.
Because when we accept people into these organizations, we don't want to accept you and then a week later when we have community service, we're trying to call you, you're not answering the phone.
Because you was hungover from the Q's party last night.
Right. Or the alpha party. Or the sigma party.
Like, that's not what you...
No, that's not what you do. So when you join, you have to keep in mind, like, one is for a lifetime. It's not just for 4 years or for 3 years, you know, in undergraduate, because we would hope that you would love it enough to go and join a grad chapter when you graduate, and then continue on like your legacy and your work for the organization. So keep that in mind. It's not just a 2-year thing. Oh, I'm gonna be a Delta for 2 years.
I'm gonna tell my grandbabies.
Yeah.
I'll see how I feel.
Right.
Tell my grandbabies about
right.
Then back in 19.
No.
You can tell them what you're doing now.
Right.
There's times where we're all tired. We're all in our bed like, I don't want to do that community service today. I'm tired, but we got to get up because that's what we dedicated our time to. That's what we said we was going to be here, and that's what we got to do because we got people to think about outside of ourselves. There's going to be times where we have to do things, and we have to put ourselves to the side. It's not about you, and that's a part of growth. There's a lot of people that come in and they think it's all about them, but they've hit a point where they've grown from it. They realize that's not what they need to be doing. They need to be growing up. They need to be changing things around, and they need to change their life. If you're not trying to even get that from this, then you might as well just don't even waste no time. Don't waste no time at all. No time. And I'm gonna tell you now, that first year in it is gonna be real. That first year in it is gonna be real. So you know, some of y'all might have friends, family members that y'all have even seen them and been at their probates and cheering them on, and then you barely hear from them because they doing everything under the sun. They working. They got events to put on. They have to hit the ground running. They have events to do. They're doing things that may even be outside of their comfort zone, and they're learning how to balance.
It's about growth. Outside your comfort zone growth. Because when you are in, you know, I'll say it like this: you can't just do one thing. You know, you can have girls that can have 4.0s and they don't make it because where's their social side? They are smart. They are so smart, yes, but they can't plan a meeting. They can't plan an event. They can't put things into action. They're too shy. They don't know how to network. They can't. How are they going to help the organization just with a GPA? You know, they may be smart, but you have to be well-rounded.
Or there's even those girls that are really smart, that's involved, but yet the people they hang out with on the social side of their life
aren't
is
good
horrible.
people, yeah.
You on Instagram half naked all the time. You just out here in the streets getting drunk every night and doing all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we in college, we know college is all about the partying and all of that stuff. Every freshman comes to college like, I'm gonna just live my life and party it up. Like, we know it's gonna happen. But if you're just not giving, if you don't even look at yourself as a brand, if you don't care about how you look, then what do you think that's gonna make me think? If you don't care about how you look, I know you don't care about how you gonna look if you was a part of my organization. Like,
create your image from day one. As soon as you, cause I'm gonna say it like this. I know some people they step on campus and don't even know Greek like this. I knew from day one what I wanted to do, you know, and you have to plan out what you do accordingly. You know you need community service. Why you not at community service?
Yeah.
You know that you need to be well-rounded. Why are you not joining things? You know that you don't need a name for yourself, so don't go hoe around. You create this resume for yourself that is.
You don't want nobody to have no
nothing.
Track record of you.
If you know something is what you want to do, you
ammo.
need to be prepared for that. You need to build yourself up to that. Like I said, I want to do NPHC. Why am I taking all these classes? Why am I doing community service? Why am I joining organizations? Why am I shadowing doctors? To make my resume so good. When people say, we have no choice.
She got experience. She know exactly. Like, she could definitely be trustworthy. Or, dang, she may not have it all. She may not be right where we want. But we see it. We gonna work with it. We gonna work with it. We can get her to grow a little. We can build that. We can build on that. This is something to work with, though.
You see, but if you start off freshman year hoeing around, you're gonna slip by with 5 sigmas, 2 Qs, couple alphas, maybe a Kappa or 2. GPA is a 0.5. You don't have no community service. By the time you get to sophomore year, you're working with nothing.
Nothing.
And you try to apply for an organization, you're not going to get it because you have not built yourself. The same way you build a brand is the same way you build yourself to be marketable for an organization. Because like you said, it's a business. And if before you bring people on, what can you contribute to this business? You may be pretty. You may be ugly. You know what I'm saying? But if you cannot contribute anything, it's a wrap. I would tell you.
Okay, so we're going to wrap it up. I want your biggest piece of advice you would give someone watching this video that aspires to be Greek.
I would say live your life, plan accordingly, and be discreet. Discretion is key. That's what I need, to be discreet.
I would say, like I stated earlier, be discreet. Make it a personal journey. Make it a personal journey for yourself. Don't share it with nobody. Don't, trust me, making something a personal journey and keeping it to yourself will make your life a whole lot easier. So just do that, remain genuine, and remain humble. Remain humble forever. Forever. From beginning to end, remain humble. And just continuously do your research, and not only just on our organizations, but do your research about your school as well. We all have chapters in each of our organizations. Do your research on that chapter. Outside of getting to know them, get to know about how long they've even been on your university's campus. How they played a part in something major that happened on your university. You know what I'm saying? What are they doing now to help grow? Learn about the people at that school. Because just because an organization is for you, that does not mean the chapter at your university is going to be the best fit for you. It's not. It may not be. But that's why research is important. Learn about the people on your campus. Learn about them.
Okay. I want to say thank you to them so much. I hope this answered a lot of y'all's questions that y'all had. If not, DM me on Instagram like y'all always
Stay
do.
out of her DMs.
She
She can't help you.
I mean,
out of my
We can't help you.
DMs.
Sorry.
Stay out. Stop following me on Instagram. Stop following me on Twitter. I cannot help you.
No Facebook messages.
I'm
I don't
definitely
even got
not
Facebook,
Facebook.
so
Yeah, you know
thank
what
God
I'm
I don't got Facebook.
Ooh, she can't help you. I'm
Okay.
done. I'm done being petty.
Okay. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Again, thank y'all, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.